do it. Ball to Kyle Kuzma. Stuffs it down with authority. So far, so good.
Didn't take long to get this crowd on their feet. And one of the most undervalued things in sports, the 13th man, the fans. If they get you going in the game, they can help you sustain that energy.
Korver to Love. Missed it. Not much more you can ask for from the defense there.
And a lot of times in this league, teams take days off. But if this defense keeps maintaining that style of pace defensively, this is going to be a dogfight.
James to Ball. Five to shoot for Los Angeles. Ball. And he knocks it down.
And that's what this game is. As the game plays, you have to adjust on the fly. That delivers the element of surprise.
Hill into the front court. A minute gone by here in the opening quarter. Hill to J.R. Smith. To Hill. Love to J.R. Smith. Here comes the screen. Smith to Love from long range. And now he's going to shoot a few more as he's fouled going up for it.
There's a very fine line between maximum effort and carelessness. I'm willing to live with a few mistakes and maximal effort than having to constantly remind my players to close out.
And hits the first free throw. And he misses the second. He missed the free throw. 1 for 3 on that try. Ball to Kyle Kuzma. James knocks it down. And Jay, so much better to get that shot beyond the arc than inside 22 feet.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Curling inside. He was hacked. They let it go. Kuzma to Ball. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
Lonzo Ball is so different. There's something special about a player that can always deliver the ball on time and on target. Let me break that down for you. The on-time part means the ball isn't delivered 1 second too late or 1 second too early, but at the perfect time for you to go right into your shot or make a play. The on-target aspect means that the ball is either delivered right in the pocket for a shooter, or for a big, it hits you right in the chest so you can go for a slam. With his head constantly on a swivel, it's safe to say that Lonzo Ball is already an elite passer.
George Hill. And he's fouled. Very close. Free throws coming up.
I say this a lot, and it's only because coaches harp on it all the time. Read the scouting report. Know who you can and should send to the line. This is a case of knowing a shooter probably had a better chance of hitting a jumper than he does of hitting the free throws.
First free throw is good.
Way to shoot it.
lost them both.
Right back to you.
Los Angeles has the basketball.
Pick him up, pick him up. Hey, watch the screen.
Offensive foul to number 1, JaVale McGee.
They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor.
Los Angeles Lakers, number 8, Michael Beasley.
Hill. Down low, Thompson. Defender was right there. He has to know better.
Woo! I like that intensity on that play. That's how you actually dig in the dirt and do your job on the defensive end.
Caldwell Pope to James. Oh, he got a piece of it.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Hill across the timeline. Right now, down 7. And scores, and the foul. Kevin Love does it all. And now a chance at a three-point play.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Is good to finish off the three-point play. That slices the lead down to 4. Lonzo Ball with the rock.
I got him. Oh, yeah.
To James.
Me and you.
Shot won't go. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
I like that aggression early. You never just settle for jumpers. You attack, you attack, you attack. Then when they back off, you'll have room to shoot that, Jay.
Sexton to Love. To Korver. Knocked loose. Lakers have it. James into the front court. 12-6 our score. James. Now pass taken away by Cleveland. Sexton goes to the right side. Beyond the arc for 3. It's good. Coach wants to see more from his D.
Ooh, that confidence level is so superior. Whenever you start jogging back on defense before the ball even goes through the net, that speaks for itself.
James to Ball. Rejected by Thompson.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
And look out. Big finish at the rim.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Now a whistle, and Cleveland is going to use a timeout. They'll catch their breath in what's now a 5-point game. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Sexton to Korver.
Number 14, Brandon Ingram.
To Colin Sexton. 5 to shoot for Cleveland. Has a look. It's no good. If he takes those shots, he'll be back on the bench in no time.
See, I don't like that shot right there. Pass the ball, get the defense moving, maybe set a hard screen, roll to the rim, see the ball go in a couple of times before you settle for a mid-range jumper that's contested.
Here comes the screen. James. Lakers down to 4 in the shot clock. Rondo. That's rebounded by the Cavaliers. James with the board. Deep 3 at the buzzer. We're through one from Staples Center with the Lakers on top. Jay and I back with more after this. You're watching the NBA on EA Sports. First quarter complete, on to the second period. A little bit of a feeling out process so far.
And we're exceeding the speed limit. These guys are playing fast, and the thing I love about it the most, there's entertainment in this game. Guys are looking away after they shoot the ball. Guys are clapping. Guys are energetic. This is why you love this sport.
Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Hill. George Hill forcing that one. Well defended.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Hill. Yes, give the advantage to the shooter.
For average shooters, that's not a great shot. But for a great shooter, that's a good look.
That's me. Got ball.
Nothing going here on that drive. Ball. Curling inside. Inside, he scores.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way there.
Cavs at the controls. George Hill to J.R. Smith. Hood to George Hill. Cavs with 4 to shoot. Hill. He engulfed him that time. Ball with it up top. They lead it. 4-point game to Beasley. To the rim. Lays it up and in.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Hill into the front court. Down 6. Nance to J.R. Smith. That's the shooter's mentality. Stays with it after the miss.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
To Ball. Down to 5 on the 24. Rondo. The rebound taken by Cleveland. Smith. Stuffs it down with authority. Now the Lakers going to use a timeout as they'll make sure they're aligned here in a 2-point ball game. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. James to Kyle Kuzma. To James. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it. The maturity of one of the game's greatest on full display.
Yeah, LeBron James still proving that he can get up there with the highest of the high. But still, I love the fact that he recognizes less is more now. LeBron James 2007, every play is a dunk. Now it just happens once in a while. Enjoy the greatness.
Lonzo Ball brings it up the floor. Kuzma to James. Sizing up the defense to Caldwell Pope. To Ball. Using the post to his advantage there and the finish at the rim.
It's not every day that you see a 6'9", 265-pound freight train coming down the lane. You probably want to step out of the way.
Hill to J.R. Smith. To Love. Oh, too much contact. Free throws on the way.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
First one, count it.
The Cleveland Cavaliers. Number 13, Tristan Thompson.
Two for two on that trip. Lakers ball. Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. It's James. Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. To J.R. Smith. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. James knocks down a tough shot. Now a smothering defense.
This offseason, I heard so many voices, even that of the great Shaquille O'Neal, talking about how LBJ needed to cement his own legacy. Well, for LeBron, it's not about chasing external accolades. It's about hunting your own legacy, and that's to be the greatest of all time.
Just off the mark.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots, but the more...
And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball, and there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Can't connect. Shot was forced. Layup's good at the buzzer. Nice finish. And the first half has come to an end. That'll do it for the first half. The Lakers have the lead.
Thanks, Ed. The Lakers are feeling comfortable at the halfway mark. They decided to make a statement in the opening half, and they did it by throwing down dunk after dunk after dunk. I think the rim is still shaking. These are the guys getting buckets for the Los Angeles Lakers. The Cavaliers were in need of a bit more scoring if they wanted the halftime lead.
And someone needs to step up offensively if they plan to win this game. Not a single player has gotten into double digits yet.
Game track.
And that concludes our halftime report. Thanks for joining us, and see you again after the game.
Cavaliers with the basketball. George Hill to J.R. Smith. Surveys the floor. Smith to Hill. Five to shoot for Cleveland to George Hill. For three, textbook defense.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Oh, look what I found. You know he had that one in his back pocket.
Ed, I'm telling you right now, that is the move of an assassin.
Hill across the timeline. His guys trail by 10. Smith to Hill. To Korver. To George Hill. And they'll get it down to Thompson. Rejected by McGee. And that's going to get out of bounds. Off a Laker. Smith. Hill. Well defended. Shot no good. If it was anyone else, they'd be back on the bench for taking that shot. Ball to James. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
And it's so deflating for the defense when you pick up right exactly where you left off at halftime. That's the kind of energy you need.
Now the Cavs gonna signal for timeout as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter. J.R. Smith. To Korver. Lakers come up with it. LeBron into the front court. Up a dozen. And look out.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
Cleveland has the basketball. George Hill. Oh, good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort, it's off the charts.
Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder on the defensive end.
Hill to Korver. To Hill. He buries it off the step back.
The one thing we know for certain in this league, it doesn't matter how big the margin is, you can always put together a run and get back in this one.
James to Kyle Kuzma. Caldwell Pope to James. Shot's no good. You have to like the confidence, but that was a difficult shot.
And that's next level defense. The defender took away the pocket space of the shooter. Now, as a shooter, they shoot hundreds of shots each and every day from that pocket with consistency. Now you force them to change the angle or the positioning of that pocket, you're going to lower the chances of them making that shot.
To James. The drive. Right to the basket. James. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it. Jay, what makes LeBron so special on the offensive end?
Well, first and foremost, look at that frame. 6'9", 265 pounds with the agilities of a guard. He can blow by you. That shoulder, there's no way, there is nobody in the NBA that can guard that man one-on-one.
Sexton to Love. Short jumper won't fall.
It's so important to instill confidence in your best player. I know he missed a shot earlier, but that doesn't mean that you can't run the same exact play and let him prove he's a player he thinks he is, and we all know he is.
Oh, with the foul, and a chance coming up at the line.
Ed and I want to go home too, but fouls like that only stop the clock for all of us.
And he connects on the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2. Ball in possession of Cleveland. Sexton to Korver. Probing the defense to Colin Sexton. Here comes the screen. Sexton to Love. Down to 5 on the 24. Trying to cash in. The pass set it all up.
And that transition offense was flawless when guys fan out and actually fill the lanes with a sense of urgency. You heard me correctly, a sense of urgency. You will get a great shot every possession.
Smith to Love. Rejected.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Caldwell Pope to James. No and one. There was some contact there.
There's some players out there that like the freedom of space, and then we have the anomalies. We have the players who feel comfortable being uncomfortable, and almost the physicality of the game centers them and puts them right on balance every time.
Korver to J.R. Smith. Korver to Colin Sexton. Has a chance. Missed that one. His coach cannot be a happy camper.
See, I don't like that shot right there. Pass the ball, get the defense moving, maybe set a hard screen, roll to the rim, see the ball go in a couple of times before you settle for a mid-range jumper that's contested.
From the painted area, won't go down. The quarter comes to an end. So far, it's been all Lakers. It's been a compelling game so far. The fourth quarter is underway. Lakers at the controls right now. Ball to James. To Ball. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down. At this point, if it continues, it just may be good night, Irene.
And I like that Irene line.
There you go, Jay.
And sometimes as a player on the defensive end, Ed, you need to draw a line in the sand. You have to find a way to change the narrative because right now the constant theme has been too many easy buckets.
Jay, don't deny it. You're an old soul at heart.
Yeah, I still don't know who Irene is, though.
Me neither. Rondo with the basketball. His guys hold a commanding lead. To James. No love lost. Kevin Love with the denial.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Five to shoot for Los Angeles. Whistle sounds. We have a tie-up. Jump ball. The official's ready. Let's see who can take the jump. Has a look. Shot by Ingram misses. Cavs at the controls. George Hill. Shot from the lane won't go. Ball into the front court. His guys holding the big lead. Hill into the front court. Down a bundle. Nothing going here on that drive. Inside, he scores.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
LeBron into the front court. Looking to make something happen. James. Knocked loose. Cavs come away with it.
Maybe pace it right here. They got a big lead at home.
Hood to George Hill. It's denied by LeBron.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower.
And the finish, slam dunk.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry four other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Turn to page 15 in today's game program for the latest trivia question and submit your answer on the team website. One lucky winner will have a chance to receive $500 by making a half-court shot.
Changes coming from both sides right now.
Los Angeles Lakers, number Kyle Kuzma. Into the game
Hill.
for Cleveland. Number 5, J.R. Smith.
Nance to Hill. And that's rebounded by the Lakers. Caldwell Pope to James. Stuffs it down with authority.
I remember my high school coach said one man can't beat five. Well, I'm telling you right now, he lied. I'm watching it happen in person.
Cavaliers with the basketball. George Hill to Korver.
2 minutes remaining.
Takes stock of the floor. Hill. George Hill forcing that one. Well defended.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
James just not going down.
And this is where you know you have the offense right where you want them. Every possession, all you see them doing is complaining to the ref, complaining to each other. You're making the game uncomfortable. That's the mark of a good defense.
To J.R. Smith. To George Hill. Love to J.R. Smith. Here comes the screen. Smith to Hill. 4-3. That one also no good. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
It's James controlling the offense. Great feed, sets it up, slams it down, and boy, that was a lot to navigate.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Substitution being made in this one.
Tristan Thompson. 1 minute remaining in the 4th quarter.
Hill, down low Thompson. Scores from the post.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Ball with the basketball. He'll run the offense. Ball to Kyle Kuzma. Nothing going here on that drive. And he throws it down. Nice finish for Kevin Love. Man, that was sweet.
It's all about that first step, and it's all about angles. Look at the way he got his shoulders through the angle of the defender. That first step was great, but those shoulders getting through, that was the difference.
Down for McGee. Nice pass to set things up.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. The Lakers get the victory as they cruise to win a game that was never really in doubt. That does it. For my partner Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say,
The Lakers put their opponents away in a blowout. The scoring display they put on is going to be hard to forget. It's hard to imagine anyone doesn't come away impressed with how effectively they score their points. Check out the leading scores for the Los Angeles Lakers. The Cavaliers really lost big in this matchup, and you can tell it was tough on them. My advice for these guys is not to watch any TV tonight, because it's not going to help them forget about this game. Everyone is going to be talking about this one. Check out the leading scores for the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Game track. Assists.
The Los Angeles Lakers
Play fantastic team basketball today. Ball movement is clearly what separated these two squads.
Player of the game.
The chosen one seemed to think he could only score points with dunks in this game. Again and again. He kept throwing them down, and it was just astonishing.
Who was cold?
This isn't the segment you want to be in, of course, but even the best players find their way into this part of the show.
Here are the top 3 plays from the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
That does it for us. On behalf of the rest of the crew, good night.